Now, delighted to join by Liam Cronin, Mungret St Pauls manager, ahead of their intermediate club championship game against Courcey Rovers this Saturday in Gaelic grounds. I suppose it's a long time since we spoke, Liam, but on the county final win, we'll start there. Must have been huge relief in the panel after kind of being knocking about for a couple of years to just get over the line.
Yeah, certainly. I suppose for the panel players, when the final whistle went, it certainly was mixed emotions for them, in the sense of like pure joy from winning after working so hard all year. But yeah, look, there's no doubt that I suppose there might have been a few people in Mungret who might have thought that they were never going to make the step up. So a huge sense of relief as well at the same time.
And it's been an awful long time, as I said, 6-7 weeks. What was that like for you as a management team? It's kind of almost pre-season.
Yeah, 6 week break, particularly this time of year, isn't exactly ideal. I suppose we would have had a huge amount of momentum after winning the county final, and I suppose, look, it would have been an ideal scenario. You'd have been probably going straight into a Munster Club campaign. The 6 week gap has been tough to manage, as I said, this time of year with weather conditions and everything else. But look, it is what it is now. We've done and we've managed it how best we thought was possible, and we're good to go for Saturday.
And how are you finding even just the pitches? They're obviously a lot heavier than they were in that county final.
Yeah, and completely different style of hurling. Like, we're now looking at real winter hurling, like, you know. And I suppose the type of game that we play, the firm pitches earlier in the year certainly would have suited us. Look, but I suppose conditions will be the same for both teams.
You mentioned the style of play there. It's very evident when you see yourselves that you have a very clear idea what you're doing, and players are all tuned in. Playing in the Gaelic ground should definitely help in that regard, the wide, expansive open space.
Yeah, and look, it was fantastic to play the county final there, and it'll be, look, we're all looking forward to going back there again. It's fantastic pitch, fantastic stadium, and certainly I suppose the style of game that we would want to play, that extra space that's available to us in the Gaelic grounds should hopefully suit us.
And obviously you're going to play the Cork champions Courcey Rovers. They beat Castle Lions in the final. Did you get a chance to watch that game?
Yeah, watch back the video of the game. It was streamed live, so it was good to take a look at it. Very, very good team. They're certainly a step up from anything that we've played so far this year, as you'd expect, being the Premier Intermediate champions of Cork. Their work rate was excellent. Showed real character to come back from 8 points down to win it by 1, and not surprising given I know the S&C coach down there, but their conditioning was excellent. So look, they're going to pose a formidable test for us on Saturday.
And obviously they only won a couple of weeks ago, so they have that added advantage that they had maybe a nice bit of rest time, but they weren't waiting too long like you were.
No, that's it. Look, I suppose in our 6 week layoff, they've had a really good test at the semi-final level against Valley Rovers, and the ultimate test in the final against a very fancied Castle Lions team. So look, I suppose they're probably going into the game a little bit more match ready than what we are, but I suppose we've had to rely on our internal games and training sessions to hopefully get us in the right physical condition to play on Saturday.
And you mentioned that they're just playing against teams. How do you prepare for a Munster Championship when 90% of the teams are out of it? And it's not a competition at the start of the year that you set out to win.
Yeah, but I suppose, look, I suppose the one thing that the 6 week break has done is that it has allowed us to, I suppose, celebrate the county final success in style and give players maybe a bit of downtime and then reassess. And I suppose, look, from a management perspective, we were delighted with the attitude of the players. When we met the first night back, it was very much a case of that the boys wanted to have a real cut off this. It's probably could potentially be a once in a lifetime opportunity both for the players and for the club. Like if you take Kildimo, for argument's sake, who won the county final last year, weren't given the opportunity to represent Limerick. You know, so look, it's something that the players immediately said that, look, it's something that we want to go for. We want to do our best for the club and to hopefully represent Limerick with pride.
Yeah, you mentioned that pride there. There must be huge pride in Mungret. Obviously, when you won in 2016, you didn't get to go through because it was only the intermediate grade. I imagine the whole team, first time represented Limerick in Munster in the Gaelic grounds, must be huge pride there.
Yeah, it's a fantastic opportunity, and look, there's a real good feel good factor in the club at the moment after the county final success. There was a great night, the night of the county final. Like, obviously, it was a huge day for the players, but for the people that involved in the club itself, it was great to celebrate with them. And yeah, look, certainly everyone is looking forward to going to the Gaelic grounds again on Sunday. Preview.